So after a thrilling semifinal Friday at the 2010 Farmers Insurance Swac basketball tournament, it's down to the Final Four. You've got a number 1 seed facing a number 7 seed on the women's side, Mike Walker, and you've got a team from Arkansas Pine Bluff, who was the number 2 seed, taking on a just an unbelievable Texas Southern team who's a number 5 seed. So we should have a whole bunch of action on Championship Saturday here in Shreveport.
You know what we said, in the end, there can only be one, and we've gotten it down to the point where we can produce one. We got 4 teams that earn their way to championship opportunities, 4 teams that still got their scissors, but you know we got to collect 2 more pairs.
Indeed. All right, so when you look at the women's championship, last year when we were in Birmingham, it was about the Lou Jack attack. All the fans from Alabama State came down waving the Lou Jack attack banners. This year, it's about his wife and Frida Freeman Jackson's team, or the Free Jack attack. Number 7 team struggled to get into the tournament, taking on a number 1 team from Southern and Sandy Pugh. So we got the Free Jack attack against Pugh's crew, huh?
You know what I like about Alabama State is that they're a team that responds and kind of does a very good job of finding out a team's weakness, because that's exactly what they did to get into this game. They exploited the weakness that they saw in their hometown rivals, A&M, the inability to fight off the press.
And Southern is a team that's wearing a swagger about them. Sandy Pugh said in the post-game press conference that she didn't have to tell her team much. She says, look, I've taken teams to the NCAA championship. I will take more teams there. Do you want to go? That's a heck of a motivation for a team. And you have to feel good for a bunch of players on her crew that were injured and unavailable last year.
Clearly, she did make that point in the press conference. She said, look, I got my ring, you know, flashed it on them, and they said, look, if you want one, I can show you how to get one, but you got to follow me.
On the men's side, it's definitely some new blood getting into the championship round. Strange occurrence where Arkansas Pine Bluff is able to make it because of a runner at the end of the contest by Terrence Calvin to end the 2-year reign of Alabama State. For the first time ever, the Golden Lions are going to play in a championship contest, and they are a long, athletic, versatile team.
In boxing, the statement goes, if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And clearly, they did everything that they had to do to beat the champ. They earned their right to be in the game, and it really shapes up, you know, the matchup in terms of how these 2 teams look, not only on paper but physically, to be a very exciting game.
And then, of course, Texas Southern, another long athletic team. I mean, just an outstanding performance. They scored 60 points in knocking off Grambling in the semifinals, 60-57. But 41 of those points come from DeAndre Hall and Junior Treasure. Treasure, indeed, was just that. And those 2 guys are going to have to carry them again.
It makes it very difficult when you got 2 guys who you can lean on. Grambling, every time they stopped Treasure, Hall would have an answer. Every time they stopped Hall, Treasure would have an answer. I mean, they fought hard. The dream was still alive, but at the end of the day, everybody has to wake up, and when they woke up, they were just 3 points short.
So we got a couple of more games at www.hsrn.com. Don't forget, we will tip things off tomorrow afternoon with the soon-to-be award-winning pregame show. Omar Bashir has all the news that's fit to talk about from around the world of college basketball. We'll have it down here from Shreveport beginning at 5:30 Central, 6:30 East Coast time, and then roughly half an hour after we crown a women's champion, it's the Golden Lions and the Tigers as Arkansas Pine Bluff takes on Texas Southern to crown a men's champion. You got 2 more in you?
I got 2 more in me, bro.
I got 2 more in me, too. I'm Mark Gray. That's Mike Walker. We'll see you tomorrow from Shreveport. Don't forget to log on to hsrn.com for March Madness HBCU style. Holla back now, you hear?